Celeste, palīdzi vēršu.
Man bija lampiņš. Kāpēc?
Pati varēsi?
When I go out, I also try to combine something interesting for my daughter and something useful for me as an artist and my art community. So today I'm choosing to pick 5 different subjects, nature subjects, and when I will get back home I will mix and match watercolors. Smokes? Then I fell in love with this chair. First, I have this ivy leaf that has several colors, not just green and light yellow. And I'm doing in my watercolor mixing notebook a very light sketch. It can be very basic leaf form. Of course, I'm following that this leaf is not just roundish or straight. It has its spikes altogether, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spikes. So you can do it very loosely when you pick a subject and you want to do a watercolor mix and match session. You don't need to be here precise, accurate, just very basic. Or you can really practice your observation skills and do a more detailed drawing. It's up to you. Now taking watercolors. Always in these mix and match watercolor sessions, I like to paint out pigments first. Pigments I think I will be needing, not usually I use all of them, but this time in this session, I see that I am running out of ultramarine blue and sap greens and lemon yellow, so I decided not to use them at all. So I picked 3 other pigments that have huge amount of possibilities to mix greens. That is transparent yellow, indigo, and alizarin crimson. These 3 pigments are also amazing to use and mix really big variety of greens. I have several tutorials on only using these 3 pigments and they are really versatile. Second subject we have is a hibiscus flower, which is very different from our previous mixes, but still a very beautiful color. I'm taking 1 petal. Again, when you are mixing, you don't need to have even the entire subject to be sketched or painted. Here, 1 petal will be very, very much enough to catch the color mixes that I need, to record, to write notes, to mix colors. All other petals are very much alike. Very loose sketch of the petal that is right beside me. Maybe this one is more precise than the ivy leaf before. Adding water, starting with indigo, light amount, and adding brilliant purple with little touches to see the slow change in the color mix. If you take a big amount of one pigment and then other big amount of other pigment, you will not catch where was the transition. For example, in the beginning it is blue, indigo is blue, and if you add pink by one touch, by a little touch, you see how it changes gradually, and you can get the color tone somewhere, and you remember that by the third time or fourth time that you add it, you have the color. And again, I'm painting out and comparing with the subject in front of me. Now a fourth subject that I picked is some kind of little pine coins, and this is quite complex subject, but as I mentioned previously, you can take one piece, you can take part of the piece when you mix, when you sketch, and I also decided to enlarge it because it's too small, and to see maybe color changes and details, I want to enlarge it and see how it will go. Doing a really basic sketch, catching details, catching those little sections of regular pine cone. Maybe it's not precise, maybe it's not super accurate, but I'm not worried about that. So I'm spending less than a minute to sketch this only one pine cone. Now to painting. Starting with water, using round synthetic brush, applying water to the whole surface of the pine cone. Be sure that you don't add too much water, just enough so you can freely move watercolors. And I'm painting this watercolor mixing notebook, has 200 GSM high quality watercolor paper, and I have seen that students are painting super realistic, super detailed work on this paper. So don't underestimate this paper, but this is for sketching, mostly for sketching. Darker green mix on the outer parts, to create more roundish look for this pine cone, adding a little bit more of watercolors. After light painting session, well, mixing session, and doing some answering emails, comments, a little bit of computer work, and Aurora was watching TV, but that's the only way I can do something. And now we went for a little walk. It's already almost 9 p.m. so a little bit of fresh air, not so hot, and then will be our bedtime and mommy's work time. Delas.
She does.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Gotcha.
Yay!
That's possible.
Evening lights are being switched on. It's getting later. Yes, that is Aurora.
Tamam. Şita.
Yes, actually, it's not.
Shh. Mommy is working. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.